So you're finally ready to jump on the Outschool train. You're very excited to be able to teach on your own terms, but there's just one problem. And that is that you have no clue what to teach on Outschool. And not only that, you don't know what is going to be in demand. If this is you, then look no further, because in this video, you are going to get clarity on your niche, and you're going to learn the top 3 components of a niche so that you can really spike your students' interest and have full classes online. Not only this, but stay to the end, and I'm going to be giving you my secret tip to boosting your enrollments really quickly, and it works every single time. P.S. Do not forget to grab my free guide on determining what to teach on Outschool that includes my 3 whys to figuring out your perfect, profitable niche on Outschool that you have passion for teaching. When determining your niche, you want to focus on what I call the 3 whys. The first why is your expertise. The second why is your students. And the third why is your brand. Making sure that you are defining all of these components within your niche is very, very important for not only you to be able to create classes that are in demand on Outschool and also that you love to teach, but to also be able to stand out from the Outschool crowd of other teachers. Your first why is your expertise. Your expertise is what you have experience in teaching or doing. It includes what you have taught before, whether that be in a classroom or outside of a classroom. It includes what interests and hobbies that you have and you would know how to teach. And it also includes what former families, parents, and students have asked you for help with or have asked for your expertise with. Many of you may be tutors, you maybe have tutored in the past, so this is included in your expertise. I think the best way to demonstrate this is to just show you what my expertise includes. So my expertise is that I have experience teaching private violin lessons, and I teach violin and voice on Outschool. Even though I have not taught violin specifically in the classroom, many families, former families, have actually asked me to teach them violin. Another component of my violin playing is that I also play violin as a hobby, and I perform many different styles of music. So specifically, I have really good expertise in performing the violin. Therefore, my niche is not just music, but it is performance violin and learning different genres and styles of music with the violin. I recommend getting out a piece of paper and writing down everything that you have expertise with and you could teach to students on Outschool. The second why component of figuring out your niche is your students. We want to determine who your students are. And I like to use a fancy term called ISA, which is your ideal student avatar. So your ideal student avatar is everything about your students that you are serving on the Outschool platform. It includes their schooling, it includes their age, it includes what their interests and hobbies are. It includes what they need most help with. It includes their challenges and so much more. Even their learning style is included within this ISA. And another shameless plug, if you would like more of a workbook style to really work through figuring this out, figuring out your ISA, then don't forget to grab my free guide right here, because that includes an editable worksheet that you can fill out to figure out who your ISA is. Again, I'm going to give you an example of who my ideal student avatar is. So my ideal student avatar is around the age of 8 to 14, so preteen to early teen. They are most likely homeschooled or even go to a charter school that allows them to take classes during the day and the afternoon. They also might be interested in Disney music, expressing themselves, having fun, connecting with other students. And they may also need help to be more confident They may be shy and may need help expressing themselves and building relationships with other students. And their learning style is usually very visual and kinesthetic, meaning that they like to interact with movement. So how do all of these components of my ISA help me in my Outschool classes, to figure out what my niche is and to also set me apart from other teachers? Well, figuring out your ISA helps you to come up with class ideas that perfectly fit your ISA's needs, so your students' needs. And therefore, your classes are going to be way more in demand the more that you can define who your ideal student avatar is, the more classes you can create that they will be compelled to take because it will serve them most and address their current needs and challenges. Not only that, but within the classroom, when I'm actually teaching a class full of students, understanding them and understanding where they come from and understanding their hobbies, interests, needs helps me to further connect with them on another level. Let's talk about your third why, which is your brand. Your brand is something that is often overlooked by new Outschool teachers, but it is very important in standing out. And on a marketplace like Outschool, you need to stand out in order for families to find you. And don't forget that the most unique part about your niche is going to be, of course, you. So we want to figure out what that is and define that in ourselves so that we can portray that in our class listings and in our classes when we're teaching them. The first part about figuring out what your brand is think about what are your extra interests. Maybe you didn't teach this in a classroom, or maybe this sets you apart and this is something that your students really liked about you. One of the teachers that I'm mentoring in my course, the Teacher to Boss Society, loves her little dog, Lily. So she has just created a class called Letters with Lily, where her dog is the mascot of the class. This really makes her unique, and many students will come to take the class because they might like dogs. Other ideas of what makes you unique might be if you like glitter, if you like Disney, if you like to game, like to do Roblox, if you enjoy baking, if you enjoy walking outside in the outdoors, if you like to travel, and there's so many more parts about your brand, but it is so unique to only you. The second part of determining what's your brand is figuring out how you actually teach in the classroom. Are you a teacher that likes to joke around with your students? Are you a very expressive teacher? That's definitely me. Do you like to play a lot of games? Do you like to go really deep into a topic and ask open-ended questions? Are you a hands-on teacher? Do you like to make worksheets and crafts and all that fun stuff? And when you do determine this about yourself and how you teach, make sure to portray that in your class listing, on your class picture, your class video, and even in your wording in your class description and summary. I promise you, figuring out and defining your brand and being able to show that to your students and the parents and families on Outschool is going to make a huge difference in your class enrollments and class saves and helping you to grow and scale your business on Outschool. So if you have stayed up until this part, congratulations. We just got through the 3 whys of defining and clarifying your niche. Now is time for my secret tip that actually will get you bookings right away, and you don't even have to wait to do it. And my secret tip to getting enrollments on Outschool and building your business is to utilize trends, especially now that we're coming up to the holiday season. We're getting into December and January. You can really take advantage of the fact that the holidays are coming up. Now, I want you to pay really close attention to this topic bar right here. These are really quick buttons that parents can click. And the reason that they're up here is they are the most searched topics currently on the Outschool platform. These are always updated week to week. So these are the trending class topics. Now, right now you can see clubs are trending, holidays are trending, private lessons, and so much more. But we're going to focus on the holidays because that is a huge trend that you can really take advantage of. As you can see here, many teachers are taking advantage of Thanksgiving. They're taking advantage of the fall. They're talking about getting ready for Christmas. Many of these you can see is just Thanksgiving. There is going to be some adventures in the North Pole, and you can utilize a trend with any topic. Because Outschool families come from so many places, even internationally, you can even take advantage of international holidays as well, so that you'll basically always have a trend to latch onto. And I'm talking to a lot of new Outschool teachers here, or teachers just getting started on Outschool. This is going to be a game changer for you. So I would hop on a trend, especially this holiday season. Now, what's really important to do once you do hop on a trend and you create that class is to make sure that you have the trending keywords in your Outschool title and your class listing summary. Some trending keywords coming up for this holiday season are going to be Christmas, holiday, camp, club, okay? And many of the trending classes are short camps or one-time classes that are just really, really fun and allow the students to connect with other learners. Let me know if you have ever created a trending class before, or you are planning to this season below. I hope that this helps you jumpstart your Outschool career, or also helps you to revitalize it if you're already an Outschool teacher, and I will see you very soon.